Hey guys, I'm going to show you something that I found interesting. You see this? What if somebody said they're going to pay you $1? Hey, you start to look at it and be like, hey, what can I do with $1? Okay, maybe you go back to him and he says, hey, I'm going to pay you $5. Again, you're like, $5, I'm not going to do whatever the task. Even in today's side, they said, hey, I'm going to give you $10. Now you're like, he keeps going up, but what is $10? The next thing you're going to talk about is $20. Now, $20, you really start to add in your head, hey, I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different things with $20. Probably just a meal, gas, little groceries, all that type of stuff. What if somebody said, I'm going to give you $50? Now your mind starts churning because you're like, if I do this enough, I could pay something larger, right? And then what if somebody says, hey, I'm going to pay you actually $100? Oops, upside down, but it still works the same whether it's upside down or not. The fact is, the larger the bill goes up, you start to calculate in your mind, what can you actually do? And that's how I want you to look at what are you actually doing with your money that you're making an hour. What can your money get you for 1 hour of your time? What can that do for you? Now, there are some people who make $50 an hour. There are some people who make $10 an hour. There are some people who make $20 an hour. The fact is, you're starting to really calculate, if I do 8 hours of this, what can I actually do? The person who makes $100 an hour makes, on an 8-hour day, $800. $800 could be a rent payment. $800 could be car payment. If you watch some of these crazy TikTok videos, $800 could be you saving or help you get some tires. It could be a lot of different things. The point is you're trying to compare what you can do by how much you're generating per hour. And I want you to know that this is one way that you break down, is it worth your time? See, you're usually measuring your time by where you're already paid. And so you're evaluating based off, is something worth doing more than what you're already doing? So if I showed you a side hustle that was like, hey, part-time, you make $50 an hour, but you're making $20, you may not think that was worth their time, but it actually is, because you're actually getting a higher rate of pay on that part-time. Because if you went and doubled down on a part-time, you would actually be doubling, you would actually be making $100,000 a year. So I want you to think about this as you're looking at each bill, 20, 10, whatever the case may be, 100. Just think about it. What are you actually doing? And then I want you to start thinking about, how can I move what I'm making per hour up, per week up, per month up, per day up. And the more you do that, the more you focus in on those things and you start to open up those opportunities, things will come and opportunities will come to where you can evaluate, okay, this is worth my time, this is not. In the midst of that, you could talk about and you look at, are you being paid appropriately for your time?